types. One is neuron, another is neuroglial cells. The neurons or nerve cells, these are the actual cells present in the nervous tissue. For example, in brain, spinal cord, etc. And all these neurons, they are supported or connected together, bind together by means of a binding tissue. That binding tissue is known as neuroglial cell. So you confirm and remember, neuroglial cell is nothing but the supportive binding connective tissue. Clear? Now prior going to the actual study of this neurons and neuroglial cells, you must know that one additional information. The neurons are amitotic in nature. Once they form, they do not divide. In the pregnancy period till 3 months of pregnancy, the neurons divide, after which they cannot divide, only there is growth and development occur. The number remains fixed, and that is, the total number is 30,000 million neurons present in the central nervous system. Right? And as it won't divide in future, what is the number of these neurons that is directly proportional to the degree of intelligence of that person? That means the number of neurons are greater, more, that person will be intellectual, the superior brain, the IQ of that particular person is higher. If number of neurons they are less, below average value, too much below average value, then IQ of that person is also less. Yeah? So depending upon number of neurons present inside the brain, the degree of intelligence is there. Right? Now, another additional information to you, and that is about a cancer. Because just I have told you, the neurons are amitotic. That means they won't divide. And cancer means abnormal cell division, tremendous abnormal cell division. Now there is a question may arise in your mind, and that is, how the cancer is there in neurons or in brain, or what is the brain cancer? The answer to that question is, remember, never neuron divide. Never there is a cancer occur in neurons. Clear? But in between these neurons, these neuroglial cells are present. These are connective tissues and they can divide. So whatever cancerous growth, abnormal cell division occurs, that abnormal cell division is in the neuroglial cells. So tumor formation, cancer formation occur in neuroglial cells and not in the neuronal cells. These tumors formed in neuroglial cells, they enlarge in size and press the neurons, and due to pressing of neurons, the functioning of neurons stop, and that may leads death of that person. Maybe that is a malignant type of cancer, maybe that is a benign type of cancer, especially in the brain, it may lead to death. Yeah? So that is about additional information to you. what is meant by neuron, what is its total number, how the cancerous growth occur in neuroglial cells, and so on. Right? Now we go to the actual our unit, and that is neurons and neuroglial cells. Now first of all we go to the neurons. Already we have studied the neurons. मुलींनो, आतापर्यंत आपण इंट्रोडक्शन घेतली आणि त्याच्यामध्ये काही अधिक माहिती मी तुम्हाला दिली. त्या माहितीमध्ये न्यूरॉन्स कसे डिवाइड होतात, त्यांचा नंबर किती असतो, आणि मग एकदा ते डिवाइड होण्याचे थांबले की त्यांची फक्त ग्रोथ आणि डेव्हलपमेंटच होते, आणि एकूण न्यूरॉनची संख्या ही 30,000 मिलियन न्यूरॉन्स एवढी ब्रेन आणि स्पायनल कॉर्डमध्ये असते. हे एक जनरल इन्फॉर्मेशन मी तुम्हाला दिली. त्याचबरोबर कॅन्सर हा ब्रेन किंवा स्पायनल कॉर्डमध्ये, स्पेशली ब्रेनमध्ये, हा न्यूरोग्लियल सेल्समध्ये घडतो हे मी तुम्हाला सांगतो. न्यूरॉन्स हा अमायटॉटिक आहे, तो सेल डिवाइड होत नाही. मग कॅन्सर कसा, असा प्रश्न मनामध्ये आपल्या निर्माण होऊ शकतो, आणि त्याचं उत्तर आहे ते म्हणजे कॅन्सरस ग्रोथ जी आहे ती न्यूरोग्लियल सेल्समध्ये घडते. आता काय आहेत ह्या न्यूरोग्लियल सेल्स ते आपण नंतर पाहू. आपण टप्प्याटप्प्याने जाणार आहोत. पहिल्यांदा आपण न्यूरॉन्स पाहूया. फक्त रिव्हिजन आहे, ती रिव्हिजन आपल्याला शिकायची आहे. नाव व्हॉट इज मीन बाय नर्व अँड व्हॉट इज मीन बाय ट्रॅक इन न्यूरॉन्स. Nerve and tract. When neurons they are present outside the central nervous system, neurons present outside CNS, at that time that all kinds of neurons they are collectively known as a nerve or nerves. But when neurons are present inside the central nervous system, then that is known as a tract. Now you know very well while studying the specific spinal cord, the spinal cord possesses ascending tract, descending tract, lateral tracts, and so on. That will be studied later on. So when neurons they are present outside the central nervous system, that means brain and spinal cord, then that type of neurons are collectively known as nerves. And when neurons they are present inside the central nervous system, then it is known as a neuron. So these neurons, nerves, tracts, neuroglial cells, neuroglial cells, all together they form the nervous system of higher animals. So neurons, nerves, tracts and neuroglial cells, they form nervous system of higher animals. Because we have studied in Hydra and Planaria. In Hydra there is a very diffuse nervous system is present in the form of nerve net. In Planaria there is slight evolution. There is a primitive type of central nervous system is present, forming central nervous system, ventral nerve cord and peripheral nerve plexuses. As we go above in the classification in higher animals, for example like fish, amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals, ultimately this nervous system gets evolved tremendously, and it includes neurons, nerves, tracts and neuroglial cells, forming the nervous system of higher animals. Clear? Now nervous system coordinate body activities through receptors. this coordinate body activities through receptors. Which kind of receptors are there? You know very well. Eyes, ear, nose, skin. These are the sense receptors, for example. And there is a coordination between external and internal environment, as well as in internal environment. Or in another word, the external stimulus is given to the body, and internally the body gets known that what is the change in external environment. So receptors, these are the most important. They brings signals towards central nervous system, right? The processing of the signals to these receptors is through motor neurons, and especially receptors send sensory impulse or signal, you can say, and this sensory signal sent to CNS, from CNS back to that particular organ through motor signal. Or in another word, the coordination of body activities occurs through receptors. These receptors send sensory signals to central nervous system. Central nervous system send motor signals to that particular region of the body, for example, muscles or glands, right? And in that way, that is about the introductory part of this neural tissue, under which we have studied the neurons, nerves, tract and neuroglial cells together form nervous system. This nervous system coordinates body activities through receptors. Receptors send sensory signals to central nervous system, and this central nervous system through motor signals to maybe skin or muscles, etc. or glands, brings about proper coordination of body activities. Now we go to the actual neuron, how the neuron is formed. Here, मुलींनो आपण प्रायमरी माहिती घेतली. प्रायमरी माहितीमध्ये न्यूरॉन्स मध्ये नर्व्स आणि ट्रॅक्ट्स असतात. जेव्हा न्यूरॉन्स सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टीम म्हणजे ब्रेन आणि स्पायनल कॉर्डच्या बाहेरच्या बाजूला प्रेझेंट आहेत बॉडीमध्ये, तेव्हा त्यांना नर्व म्हणायचे. ट्रॅक्ट जेव्हा ते सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टीम मध्ये आहेत तेव्हा म्हणायचं, म्हणजे ब्रेन आणि स्पायनल कॉर्ड. हे सगळे मिळून न्यूरॉन्स, नर्व्स, ट्रॅक्ट, न्यूरोग्लियल सेल्स मिळून नर्वस सिस्टीम तयार होते हायर ॲनिमल्सची. आणि मग ती नर्वस सिस्टीम बॉडीच्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज कोऑर्डिनेट करत राहते. कोणामार्फत? तर रिसेप्टर्सच्या मार्फत. रिसेप्टर्स सेन्सरी सिग्नलचा इनपुट देतात. कोणाला? सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टीमला. आणि सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टीम मग मोटार सिग्नल्स देऊन कोणाला? तर स्किन, मसल्स आणि ग्लँड्सला योग्य त्या कोऑर्डिनेशन्स बॉडी ऍक्टिव्हिटीच्या घडवतात. बरोबर. आता आपण ऍक्च्युअल न्यूरॉनचं मॉर्फॉलॉजी शिकू. ऍक्च्युअल न्यूरॉनची मॉर्फॉलॉजी शिकू. What is neuron? What is multipolar neuron? Multipolar neuron is made up of, or you can say multipolar neuron. Multipolar neuron. Now multipolar neuron is made up of three regions: cyton, then dendron, and axon. You can see in the figure, this is cytosol or cell body of this multipolar neuron. It is one of the cell, animal cell. Second is dendron or plural dendrites. And third is axon. Three specific regions are present in multipolar neuron: cyton, dendron and axon. Now we will study one by one. At first, cyton. Now cyton of multipolar neuron is somewhat star-shaped. It is not round or square or oval, but it is star-shaped. This cyton contains nucleus. Cyton contains nucleus and neuroplasm or cytoplasm. Nucleus and cytoplasm or neuroplasm. Why neuroplasm? Because present in neuron. That's why that cytoplasm is known as neuroplasm. Now this nucleus present inside the cyton contains nucleolus and nucleoplasm. Do not make mistake in between nucleoplasm and neuroplasm. लक्षात येत आहे की सायटॉन आपण शिकायला सुरुवात केलेली आहे. सायटॉन ही सेंट्रल बॉडी आहे, सेल बॉडी आहे, स्टार शेप्ड आहे. तिच्यामध्ये न्यूक्लियस आणि सायटोप्लाझम आहे. त्या सायटोप्लाझमला नाव दिले आपण न्यूरोप्लाझम. आपण ते नंतर स्टडी करू. न्यूक्लियस आहे, त्या न्यूक्लियसच्या आतमध्ये काय आहे तर न्यूक्लिओलस आहे आणि न्यूक्लिओप्लाझम. न्यूक्लियसच्या आतमध्ये जे द्रव पदार्थ असतो, फ्लुइड असतो, त्याला न्यूक्लिओप्लाझम म्हणायचं आणि सायटॉनच्या बॉडीमध्ये जे द्रव पदार्थ असतो त्याला न्यूरोप्लाझम म्हणायचं. तर न्यूक्लिओप्लाझम इज प्रेझेंट इनसाइड न्यूक्लियस, न्यूरोप्लाझम प्रेझेंट इनसाइड सायटॉन. राइट? असं क्लिअर कट लक्षात ठेवा. ओके. नाउ neuroplasm. Now the neuroplasm is the cytoplasm of cyton or multipolar neuron. It contains cell organelles, other cell organelles, but very specific cell organelles are neurofibrils and nasal granules. You can see here, these are the nasal granules and these are the neurofibrils. Neurofibril is a very specific minute fibrils present inside the cyton and they are helpful in transmitting nerve impulse in forward direction. And for that purpose, these neurofibrils are present. Yeah? Now, what is the role of nasal granules? Now, nasal granules are riboprotein compound molecules. They are riboprotein molecules. These are riboprotein molecules. Clear? And other cell organelles are also present in neuroplasm. Other cell organelles are also present in neuroplasm. Now these nasal granules, that is riboprotein molecules, synthesize enzymes for neurotransmitter or for formation of neurotransmitters. Remember this, very much important. What is the role of nasal granules? Will be asked in examination for 1 mark. The nasal granules present in the cytosol or neuroplasm of cytosol, they produce or they are made up of riboprotein compound, hence called riboprotein molecules. They synthesize enzymes for formation of neurotransmitters. Which are the neurotransmitters? You know, acetylcholine, cholinesterase, adrenaline, dopamine, serotonin, etc. So for formation of these different kinds of neurotransmitters, these nasal granules are present inside this neuroplasm, right? These nasal granules are also present in neurons at the basis, but absent in axon. Remember, that is one more additional information. The nasal granules, they are present abundantly in cytosol, also present in the triangular part of dendrons, that means at the base, but absent in axon. Here, so that is about the cytosol. Here, the cytosol